we purchased a large gold collection. There was pre-33 gold, there was some U.S. metal golds, there was Canadian gold, and there was some Gold Eagles modern stuff. We're just going to look at the pre-33 gold coins because there was just so much of it, and because the pre-33 is the most interesting. It's the most fun to look at. Now, a lot of this is ex-jewelry. There's damaged, cleaned, and a lot of these would be candidates to take to the refinery. I'm going to try to sell them instead of doing that because I would rather preserve these. So we'll see how it happens. We'll put them up on the website here, and that's where you go, portsmouthcoinshop.com. If you're interested in buying any of these coins, go over there to portsmouthcoinshop.com and check it out. The link is in the description of this video. You just scroll underneath the video and then in a pinned comment. So let's get started. Let's take a look at these beautiful coins. Now the first one, this is a California gold coin. And a lot of these, you can tell if they're authentic. For one, they'll have the $50 or $4, 1852, and it'll have California gold on it, and it won't have a bear. The bear is usually the tokens. And we have another one here. This is an octagon. These all have BG numbers. It's just the catalog number by the person that wrote the book. And you can go over to Coinfax, PCS Price Guide, and check those out and see which one's which. This one here is 1859. Part of the 9 is going there. They're so small, they're hard to see in the video. Then we have some U.S. dollar coins. This is the Type 1 Liberty. And it's from 1852. And we have a couple of those we'll show different dates. 1851, another 1852. These are nice little gold coins. They make they look good in a bezel. This one's a pretty nice condition here. Looks like it's possibly MS. And here's one that circulated a little bit. It's another 1852. You can imagine how small these were when you were spending them. They could get lost very easily. This is probably, I think, the smallest, besides the Trime, it's the smallest not by weight, but it's the smallest by diameter U.S. coin. It's a Type 1 gold dollar. Then you have the 1852. This is Type 2. It's a princess, Indian princess head. That's what they call it. And this one is 1859. And here's another one. It's got a little bit, you can see where it's cleaned a little bit. 1862. It's still a nice coin even though it has clean lines. Then we have the $2.50 gold. This is 1853. It's a really nice Liberty head. As you can see, it's got the 2.5D down here at the bottom. And another, this is the 1852. It's amazing that these coins circulated, and having these in your hands all at one time and thinking this was change at one time for some people. It's kind of like, it puts things in perspective. It really does. 1878. This is a San Francisco. I like that eagle on the reverse. You can see the estimate mark down here at the bottom. And this one's a 1907. Pretty good condition. A lot of these had PVC on them. I had to remove them, put them in different holders. I did restore some of them with acetone, just kind of a little bit of a dip to make sure I got most of it off. I do love that eagle. Other little things going on with them too. 1900, you can see it's a little clean, circulated. Some of them were jewelry at one time. You can tell because one side's like this is great. Nothing wrong with it at all. But this side you can tell has a little bit of wear where it was exposed, rubbing against things, exposed to the elements. You'll see that a lot in some of these as we look through them. 1856, little older date there, still a nice coin. The has a little bit of some type of impurity or whatever in the planchet, and also you can see die clash marks. This is pretty cool. Gives us some character, and that's the thing about these. You know, they're not the best, the highest grade or anything like that, but they got character because they've been worn or they've been spent, handled. You know, that just gives them a little bit of character. So this one here is an 1850. And it's actually a New Orleans mint. Look at that mint mark right there. It's pretty cool. 1845. Sorry for the lint. Just got a little bit of lint and all these. These are the different holders than I'm used to using. Somebody brought them with their collection they sold us, and they attract a lot of static to them, so they attract a lot of hair, a lot of lint. 1845. Now, see, the copper in these can tone a little bit. Not the gold. It's always going to be the copper and impurities, things like that. 1854. It's got some clean lines on it. I took really good images of these, though, so look for those at portraitcoinshop.com. Nice. It's just amazing to purchase this many coins. This many gold coins, I should say. 1840. It's an earlier one. And that's a Charlotte mint mark. It's pretty rare. That's the first. And you see the C down there just right above the 1 and the arrow notch there. And then here's the Indian, 1909. These are real popular. Everybody likes the Indian head if you're collecting gold type coins. Matter of fact, this would probably make a nice typeset you pick out of these. There's some scratches on it a little bit. This is nice 1908. And typically the mint mark is right in this area right here. Sometimes it's off the edge. And 1911. It's too bad I don't have the D on it. That would be the key date. And here is a 1910. And you can see the NQ's design. And here is a 1912. And it's just really nice coins the way they did the eagle, and these I really like that. And here's a 14D, and I'll show you where the mint mark is. You see it right there at the end of the arrow. There is a weak for the 11 and a strong for the 11, 1911. 1926. Nice. And 1929 and a 1925. I believe those are the Philadelphia mint. They don't have a mint mark. It has a D, so that's cool. And that'd be Denver on that one. You do have the Dahlonega mint mark, and we do have one of those in here somewhere. And, you know, honestly, this was just huge. Here's a lot of $5 gold examples. This is a 1883, and it's Philadelphia. And you have 1840, which is worn, and this one is the Dahlonega mint mark there. You see the D, it's kind of faint, but it's still that mint mark. I mean, it's a rare mint mark to get. That and the Charlotte, very desirable, highly collectible, low mintage. 1881. And this one here is, got some mint luster on it. It's nice. Like I said, a lot of these were jewelry and problem coins. 1900. It's an S mint mark there. You can see it. Cool. And 1881, another one. And 1906. Looks like it's unked. It's just got a little bit of a problem to it, but the reverse looks really good. And 1898. And 1854. An older one. And here's the reverse of that. Like that reverse eagle there. Another 1881 and 1893. You put this with a Morgan dollar set and you'd have your gold. And this is a CC. It's another desirable mint mark. Some of your S's can be, it just depends on the date. But most of the time your S mint marks are not rare. This is a 1846, a little bit older. Don't always see the early ones as much. Probably more rare than we know. These have been melted so much and lost that we don't really know the exact survival rates of some of these. 1887. It's an S. And it's a pretty nice one right here. It's almost proof-like. It's semi. It's a nice 1843. I'm not saying it's not been cleaned at all, but it just has a nice look to it. One of my favorite ones out of the bunch, an early date. This one here is really cool. Classic head, 1838, $5. I mean, it's extra fine 45 to AU 50-ish. I mean, it's nice. Don't buy those very often. It's hard to let some of these go. Look at that eagle on the back. It's kind of crude looking, but it's kind of neat too. The head's a little bigger than the feathers, or I should say the wings. Look at the 5D there, period. It's just pretty cool. It's just really nice. And in 1909, 3 of these. It's got the D mint mark right there. You can see that. In 1915 and 1913. It's got a little bit of wear on it. Very fine. And this one here, close to extra fine there. And we have the $10. This is a 1895 O. You can see the O mint mark in the back there. And it's the 1847. Got a couple of those. One's probably AU, and I think this one's very fine. Maybe it's extra fine and very fine. That's what it is. Sometimes you get your grades mixed up. I'm going through these. I go through them multiple times. I take pictures of them, and I crop them. And when I see them up on the big screen, because I have big 4K screens, I can see details that you typically don't see in person. It helps you price them better. You're cropping the images. 1881. It's really nice. That's a nice one there. Nice $10 there. And I go through them multiple times. If there's anything I think will be sent off for grading, I'll do that. If I think I can sell it on the site, I'll go ahead and put it up on the site. 1885S, there's the mint mark there. I like these early Liberty $10. Like the Indian too, you see it back here too. We'll put it up here in a minute. Last. This one's a nice one. I mean, it's uncirculated, but look at the rim dings. Rim issues. It's probably in a bezel at one time. Someone took it out. It's unfortunate. Still a nice coin. I mean, if you just put it in a typeset or just wanted to put it in a bezel and hide the rims, you could do that. 1898. And this one here, I wanted to talk about for a minute. Look at the patina on it. It's got that toning. Obviously handled and properly stored, whatever you want to call it, the copper in it. But I like that look. It speaks history. It has history. It's gone through a lot of things. Has its own character. And yes, I'm trying to sell it, but it's the truth. I mean what I say. It does have a character. I noticed that when I was taking the images, when I was starting to crop them, had it up on a big screen. I mean, you can see it. There's the S mint mark on those right here. It's a 10S. It's a little bit of wear on it. AU. Now for the 20s, man. This is a heavy bunch right here. 1876. And it has the mint mark and it has the motto. There's some with no motto. I meant to mention that earlier. This is a 79. And so it's got luster to them in the AU range. Most of these are in the AU range. 1857. S. Look at that S mint mark. Yeah, that was different there. Used a different punch. You can see that's got the small S. 1850. They don't tend to be real popular just because they have a variety on them. Some of them are, but not very many of them. It's a nice one. 1850, early. That's an early one there. 1874. Been a little smooth, it looks like. Still, it has a nice eye appeal to it. Nice. 1877. Really cool. 1896. See the clean lines on that one. And 1871. Like I said, they've got history. They've been through the ringer, some of them. And the most, probably the iconic coin, gold coin there is. A lot of people think this is the most attractive coin ever minted by the U.S. Mint. I don't think it is. I think it's one of them. It is a beautiful coin. It's a 1910. It's a little beat up. It was mint state. It was sold as mint state. I noticed that on the label. But it doesn't look as good as this one here. 1924. That's a beautiful coin. And then the next one's even prettier. It's even more clean than that one. Not cleaned. It's just not less marks. Let's put it that way. That is a nice coin. That should get 65 anyway. 1927. That's a nice one. And then we have the 1922 here. It's got a little marked up, but looks like mint state. Looks like all the Saint-Gaudens here are mint state, even though they might have some marks on them. I do want to take a look at this one here. It's really nice. It's not beat up like the other ones. Beautiful coin. Nice little cartwheel going there. Very iconic coin. Beautiful. Well, so there you have the Pre-33, and like I said, this is a lot of coins to sell, to put up, and to preserve, so they go to collections instead of going to the refinery. I do appreciate everyone watching my video, and have a great day.